At the end of the regular season, it seemed like any basketball hardware coming Grand Valley's way would be delivered by the women's team, which was playing at home as the top seed in the GVSU tournament. At the same time, Rick Wesley's men were given little chance as the number 7 seed in their tournament, which started with a road game at Ashland. And while the Lakers were often up and down after a 9-3 start, players like Jake Van Toobergen felt the team never lost hope during its season.
Obviously, you never want to give up faith or hope or anything in your team like that. So we just tried our best to really look at ourselves and reflect on what we can improve on. And I think we kind of found a good answer for that, and the results show.
I think we made a huge jump. Obviously, during a long season like basketball, you go through a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of credit to our coaches for sticking with us and believing in us. And then, obviously, we did a lot of hard work throughout the season. But I think compared to who we were maybe 3 months ago, we're a totally different team. I think it showed.
Van Toobergen, Ferguson, and Hunter Hale were the team's top scoring threats this year, but each struggled for consistency, as witnessed by Van Toobergen's performances at Ashland, where he scored 27 points in one game but only 4 in another. The other challenge was to assimilate the talents of 4 transfers: Ferguson, 6'8" Isaiah Brock, and wing players Shaquan MacArthur and Kindred Williams.
Especially when they first got here, obviously their playing styles are a little different. So with them coming in, we all kind of had to adjust and kind of fit like a puzzle. So it just took a little bit of time for us to see how that puzzle fit together. But once it did, you could tell, and things started clicking better.
Wherever you go, it's different from coach to coach. But I think what I learned throughout the season was, from game to game, my responsibility is going to be different. You know, one game I have to really be a passer, one game I have to be a defender or a scorer. So I think I just had to learn going into every game, just read the situation and go from there and just give my team what they need on any given night.
In early February, it seemed like Wesley might have been facing an impossible task, blending his new players with the likes of his returning veterans. Grand Valley lost 4 straight road games and then had to play at Ashland the afternoon after losing in Detroit to Wayne State. The Eagles were ranked nationally in the top 10, but somehow the Lakers reinvented themselves for a 60-53 upset win.
Yeah, that was at the end of that difficult 5-game road stretch, and it was kind of a crazy thing. It actually ended up being a back-to-back at Wayne State, and then because of the weather, we had to come right back the next day in less than 24 hours and play Ashland, and we somehow managed to find the competitive spirit to get that done. And certainly I think that gave us a sense that, man, when we're together and we're playing to our fullest, we can beat anybody, and that kind of kept hope alive.
That Ashland game gave Grand Valley a glimpse of what was possible, but was followed by a pair of home losses. The Lakers then won 4 games before dropping their season home finale to first-place Davenport 70-67. But after another win at Ashland in the GVSU tournament, Ferguson's jump shot in the dying seconds beat Wisconsin Parkside, giving the Lakers an NCAA tournament berth, as Davenport, as a first-year NCAA school, was not yet eligible for tournament play. But the Panthers still stood between Grand Valley and the conference tournament trophy.
It was an opportunity to win a trophy. You know, you don't get that many games. You only have a couple games every year where the trophy on the line, and a chance to kind of validate that we belonged in. We didn't want to back into the NCAA tournament. So there was a lot of reasons, and then the atmosphere was just tremendous. So I think it was, we were in the right frame of mind. I felt like we were. Didn't know if we'd be good enough to win, but I felt like we would play well. And certainly you needed to against an outstanding team like Davenport.
In the end, an 11-point Laker run turned a 1-point deficit into a stunning 80-70 triumph. And for Rick Wesley, it was the pinnacle of his 15th year at Grand Valley, one which saw him claim his 300th head coaching victory, while also losing his father Fred the day after winning the league crown. Ferguson, Hale, and Van Toobergen all return next season for Grand Valley, but they'll have to go some to top their unlikely conference title when the other Laker basketball team rose to its challenge at the end of the GVSU season. For the Grand Valley State Sports Report, I'm Tom Cleary.